Hello, my piles. Oh my god, what the fuck? I would start over, but honestly, let's just get to it. Let's go. Let's go right into the pile selection for April moments. Okay, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Feel free to take a moment to concentrate on that and choose your pile. Welcome to my channel, though. Pile number 1's. Welcome, welcome. So let's get into your month of April. And this is going to gravitate towards you to any year. So you could, there's things that people are looking at, now that I posted last year. So, it's all about when this video gravitates towards you, okay? So it could be this April or next April, okay, for some of you guys. Or the following April, who knows? It's a timeless reading. So let's get into your main messages. We're going to leave the tarot for last. We're going to get into the main messages. Now for your life cards, you're an up-and-coming artist. There's something that you're doing that is making you very popular, okay? Whether it's in your career, whether it's in your, I really do feel like it's career that's making you very popular. Whether you are like a real estate agent or you're like, a hairstylist, a nail tech. There's so many different things that you could do. Independent contract, whatever. Your work is being very popular. It's becoming very popular with your up and coming artist energy coming forth. Okay, and I do feel like there's something about you that's a really unique beauty as well that is going to stand out to other people. Other people are like, well, that girl's fucking ugly. Yeah, but sometimes like artists like really like unique looking people. Okay, so the next one that you're getting is your great aunt leaves you her mansion. Move in with a roommate and peg to your car, rent it out, collect 20. I don't know why I feel like some kind of space that you're buying. This is a purchase being made. I don't know why I'm getting like real estate. You could either be selling a home, buying a home. Okay, because the next card that you're getting is a house card too, and it's rustic cabin. It's interesting. I don't know why I feel like kind of woodsy area. Whenever 2 housing cards come out, there could be somebody that's leaving you a house. You could be inheriting a house or something of that nature to like where you're the standout. It could be from somebody's funeral. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that. Like, how they usually have somebody's picture and then there's their casket and stuff. But obviously, these are not cards meant for divination. These are play cards. So I divinate with them. I channel with them. I find them to be very intriguing. Now, with your great aunt leaves you her mansion and rustic cabin, there's something coming up, and we're going to get more in-depth overview on this right now. Let's just pause. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I normally do it. So you're an up-and-coming artist. So what does that mean? What is this coming forth? It doesn't necessarily have to mean that entirely, literally. So let's get into the tarot and let's see what comes out. Okay. Fuck. All right, you're getting the Magician and Empress cards. So yeah, you pretty much are a standout, or maybe even like an up-and-coming artist or something like that, or a up-and-coming leader of like your wherever you're working. Okay, but with the Empress card coming in, that's Libra, Taurus, and Leo. It doesn't have to be. It's more of an energy that you're accumulating, okay, or that you're showcasing out. It can be rising signs, sun, moon, or rising. Doesn't have to be. Getting also a bit of Gemini energy. It tells me a little bit of time frequency. But I also feel like you literally transformed your life to 180 is what's coming up for you in the month of April. And it's like a standout project, and you've been really working on, accumulating on, is coming out as well, is what I'm getting. I'm also getting like new furniture. Some of you guys could be getting like new furniture. Different. Look at her throne, is very different. Now, with the Gemini energy coming in, we're going to get more of it, but it's almost like you're about to reach a really important accolade. So like where other people, it would take them many years to do, or maybe it just took you like 1 or 2 years, something that would take people maybe like 5 or 10 years, something like that. Like you decreased like the time. So it really didn't matter that you started quote unquote late, or if you started like early, like if you didn't start young, or whatever the case may be, the limitation that you're setting on yourself, or you think that is set on you. But with your great aunt leaves you her mansion, let's see what that is implying. The fuck? The fuck? Y'all got a situation with this house. This house. It looks like it was some kind of contract, a deal being made. All right, let's put this over to the side, and then we'll accumulate. Just put that over to the side right here. Because this is now telling the story of this. You have to understand. So we have the Lover's card energy coming in. We also have the 10 of Cups energy coming in. What the actual fuck? You guys may be like moving into somebody's like family property, or I don't know why I'm getting that energy, or like something that you were really in your head about is that's always been destined for you too. It's going to be coming like through for you. You could also be meeting somebody's like family. Okay. Now you're also getting the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is also about you getting a house, most likely for some of you guys, like purchasing a house for some of you. If you guys are in the Florida area and are looking for like a house and to purchase a house, I do know a Florida real estate agent that works with a pretty awesome company. So if you are interested, feel free to reach out to me. But the next one that you're getting is, only if you're in Florida. He's not international, so only if you're in Florida. In the States, because apparently there's another place called Florida that's not in the States. Anyway, so with the Judgment card energy coming forth, and I found that out like through a client. Anyway, so with the Judgment card coming forth, this is something that's always been destined for you. Maybe you like really asked to like, I want to purchase a house, I want to do this, or I want to do that. Like things are falling in line with that, okay? And it's something that is going to be opening up a really big door for you. So let's just say if you are like, not only are you going to be able to house yourself and like potential family members or friends or things like that, you may even open your doors like to the public, to like where you might like rent out a room or like rent out that space while you're on a getaway or something like that. I know I'm getting that energy too for some of you guys, okay? It's going to turn out to be pretty profitable for you. Now the next, as I say, pretty profitable, 9 of Pentacles. I mean, come on. It's independence though. It's without marriage, without partnership. You're obtaining this monetary value as well. So this is something that's destined for you and only you. Maybe this, maybe your family was waiting until you got married or waiting until you like, I don't know, had kids or something like that. But you're reaching a certain age, you're reaching a certain point to like where now they think that, okay, it's destined for you to be with yourself. It's almost like they're starting to see like what they originally planned. And maybe it worked out well for like the previous family members. I don't know why I'm getting this energy. If it doesn't resonate with you, you know, feel free to pick a different pile. Okay, I'm recording a lot of different videos as well. So definitely check that out. But for some reason, I'm really getting this energy. So with the 9 of Pentacles coming through, it's almost like whatever they had planned for their other, maybe your other siblings, married somebody or met somebody and they, you know, became in a marriage and stuff like that. And now they're getting their portion of the inheritance or something like that. Okay, some of you guys. All right, I'm just giving you as an example. But it's almost like what they planned, it didn't go according to plan because it's not the only thing that really went according to plan is that you reached the age. It's so crazy. Some people may have like wished, I don't want to, you know, ruffle any feathers, but for some reason I'm feeling like some people may have wished like you were, you know what I mean, like you passed over or something. Some people may have been like, oh, you know, I wish that she would just pass or he would just pass or like something like, or like it's really fucked up, you know. And it's crazy because you think, oh, my sister would never think that, my brother would never think that. Bro, I was literally watching Tattoo Me or some tattoo thing, you know, that MTV tattoo show. And MTV would be coming out with the reality shows. If I ever was on a reality TV show, it would be MTV's. But like, seriously, she freaking tattooed her sister's obituary like on her sister, like with her like murdered and everything like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And you're probably like, well, why did she do that? Well, why did she? I don't care what the fuck she did. I don't care. Like, I'm not big fans of either of my siblings, but I'm not doing that to them. I'm not gonna sit there and tattoo. What the fuck? You know what I mean? So people with evil intent have been surrounded by you for a very long time in your bloodline for some of you guys, okay, for pile number 1s, and I've been trying to block this blessing for like an immense amount of time for some of you. Some of you guys, you're like, look, I'm not going to get an inheritance, my family wrote me out, or they don't have anything to give me or anything like that. I just want a house. I want to know if I'm going to get a house. Yeah, definitely you're going to be able to and something about like showcasing that you can financially support the home or something like that is coming through. So for like a loan, you guys might not be buying it in cash. Some of you guys, you could be getting a loan. I do feel like it's going to be a pretty decent loan as well. I don't know, I'm getting that energy. I'm so sorry. But let's get into it. I'm sorry, but it could be beneficial towards somebody. Now let's get into this. So almost like you become an heir to something, or when you get this position of leadership, you end up enhancing your lifestyle, or when you get this position of like management or something like that, or some form of authority, because the Empress holds a lot of authority beyond just the standard queen in tarot. Okay, she holds the authority to tell every queen to fucking shut up, essentially. Okay, and pay her. Rabbits could also be significant. If you guys have seen like rabbits out in nature and stuff like that, which is actually a rarity, you might think like, oh shit, people see rabbits all the time. Like, no, they don't. I've only seen like 1 or 2 rabbits, like my whole lifetime being in Florida, which is crazy, right? But like whatever animal you're meant to see, you're gonna see. All right. So the next one that you're getting is with rustic cabin. So again, housing energy. All right. Feel free to skip past if you don't want to, you know, go into housing or anything, but for pile number 1, it's really big on housing. So underneath rustic cabin, let's get some clarification on that, and let's see what's coming up here. Shit. 7 of Cups. Somebody was trying to hide this from you. And it's almost like they're trying to make it seem like you're fucking delusional with the 7 of Cups energy coming forth. People will call you delusional until it happens, and then they'll say it's a coincidence, most likely. And then they'll give you some kind of justified scientific reason behind it, even though you knew about it prior. You know, they'll be like, oh, it's a coincidence. You can't play that shit with me. I don't believe in coincidences. So the next one that you have, I believe everything's destined for a purpose. That's why a lot of people don't really... You know, other people don't really like me. So the next one that you're getting is the Page of Cups, okay? Next to the 7 of Cups and the Page of Cups energy, it's an... shit. I'm so sorry. But this is literally what I am feeling, is that somebody tried to gaslight the fuck out of you. You ended up getting the truth that was ultimately your intuitive energy with the Page of Cups. Okay, if you guys just want to read it traditionally, somebody's trying to fuck up your energy a little bit, trying to make you question about, getting this house or something like that, thinking that you're never going to receive this offer, giving you all these like random fucking doubts. And it's crazy because you don't care. You're listening to your intuition. You're listening to your heart space. Now, the next one that you're getting is the Devil card in reversal, which is mean that this freaking trap that they had set for you, again, I'm feeling like there was almost like somebody was trying to get your name written out the will or do some shady shit or something like that for pile number 1s, okay? Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius energy could be significant, okay? But it doesn't have to be. And you're probably like, Aquarius isn't supposed to be that, Aquarius is, and please do not make me get this damn deck out. Okay, but it is. And you guys know, I will. The one with the signs at the end. This is one of your cards, so the World card. But anyway, so there's also, you're going to be reversing out of debt. Skirt. What is that song called by Beyonce? The Carters? Shit. Some of you guys are going to be in like a pretty popular like marriage or relationship or something like that. And maybe it's coming out of nowhere. Like other people didn't really know about it. And it's coming out like out of nowhere. But really, it's coming out of somewhere for some of you guys. This is definitely a partnership as well with the Lovers card and the 10 of Cups energy. It's like ultimate fulfillment, and you know it's coming. You sense it coming. And it's like other people or other things, or other entities trying to get in the way of you. And you've had to do a lot. You've got to go through a lot of spiritual attacks in order to obtain this as well. So it hasn't been just physical. It's been very spiritual for you. But let's get into your other main cards. All right, so getting into your oracle cards, you're getting Paradigm Shift and you're getting Violet Flame. Shit. Okay, so it's interesting. So people on the outside are going to be viewing you as the same, but on the inside, you are completely fucking different. Okay? This could be like exes trying to encounter you, things like that, feeling very magnetic towards you. Now, you are also going to have like a different way of viewing things. This could even be like an identity shift, which is something that is very popular with the solar eclipse energy meeting the new moon and Aries energy that we're experiencing. Other people think, oh, if it's past that day, then it's still not happening. Like, please don't be naive. I need you to think broader. So like, or ignorant. I need you to think broader. So I think I need you to understand the influence, okay, of how things are created and how things like create influence, okay, with like the lunar energy and everything like that. All right, and I'm not going to sit here and try to do all that for you. So I'm just going to explain it the way that I explain it. With the paradigm shift and the violet flame energy coming forth, also some of you guys might be dyeing your hair. Violet or purple might be a really strong like affinity for you. Violets, fashion colors, getting a lot of Pravana energy. I'm smelling Pravana. You know, for those of you guys who are like, what's Pravana? It's a color line, a very famous color line, okay? That makes a lot of money. It's a professional color line. It's not any of that pulp riot bullshit, okay? Now with the paradigm shift, and you're probably like, well, how do you know so much? How can you just say that? Because I went to school for it. I went to Aveda for it. I went to school for it. So I can tell you that it's shit. I went to an all-natural based school and letting you know that some of these chemicals you're putting on your fucking hair really are causing damage, okay? Hence the damn relaxer freaking lawsuit and shit that's going on, okay, with all those damn chemicals. So paradigm shift, violet flame. I'm still trying to get my maid to change from her damn vinegar solution shit. It's pissing me off, but at the same time, you know, I'm trying to be chill about it. But 4, you're also getting 4, 4, 4, okay? Paradigm shift and violet flame energy coming forth. Whenever this energy comes up, you're going to feel this radiating urge and surge with inside of your intuitive space. For those of you guys who know, solar plexus, okay? And it's going to literally shoot right up to your 7th chakra and give you these astonishing ideas of what to do next. Okay, so maybe you've been kind of, let's just say if you're a writer or something like that, you have a writer's block, okay, or a creative block or whatever, okay, or a money block, whatever. You're going to get an intuitive idea to break through that block, okay? It's like being put in a room and then having no way out, but there is one way out because air's coming through from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy, and you're like, and you find your way out, like you do, okay? For some reason, I'm getting Despicable Me 4, if you guys ever seen the roach guy. And the roach guy who, oh my god, the one who like commands like the fucking roaches to get him out of the damn supervillain jail. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about it. But anyway, so like, it's like, but he used his mind to do that technically, you know, and he created that. You know what I mean? But anyway, paradigm shift and violet flame. So it's almost like you're going to find a fucking way, all right, out of that situation or out of whatever you feel like is blocking you. Because the one thing that you don't realize, and you're probably like, well, I've been irritated by it. But like, the one thing you don't realize is when you become very fed up beyond irritation to like where there's no more room for negotiating, no more room for ay bendito, or okay, you have more time for this or that for, there's just fuck around and find out kind of energy. That's the energy that you're encompassing for pile number 1s, especially with 444, and you're getting very aligned and you're extraordinarily divinely protected to the point where like you are seeing other people's motives before they even get a chance to even slip up and tell you things like that. This could just be somebody like walking around, you just feel it in your system, okay? Now 444 is a really strong indicator here, so definitely look up that indicator for some added insight. But whenever I see 444, I see it as a sign of protection, okay, because it usually comes to me whenever like I feel scared. So let's go into the next couple cards. All right, so to continue, we have incoming text messages for some people who are in no contact. You're like, damn, is this going to be the month that my person's going to reach out to me? Like, what are they going to say? Or what kind of messages am I even going to be receiving? Notifications am I going to be receiving? Things like that. So let's get into it. The first one you have is Hey You Up. So that could also be an indicator, okay, for some of you guys. You're like, damn, am I going to receive a message from them? They're going to want to see me soon? That could be an indicator there. We would love to interview you. When are you free? Also, an opportunity for an interview could be coming up for some of you guys. I will be there soon, possibly a same day situation. And I don't know why I feel like these two are connected. Hey You Up and I will be there soon. I don't know why I'm feeling like those are connected. And it could be coming in on a day where you're getting a really strong career advancement or a career opportunity. Your application for your new home has been approved. So like I was saying, this pile is a little bit more lenient towards like housing, okay? Not all of it, but it's a little bit more lenient towards housing. So next one that you're getting is within 2 weeks is also something coming forth. So maybe you're like, when is this going to happen? When am I going to, within 2 weeks? I'm filming this, not even on the 1st. I'm filming this, like, I think on the last day of March. I think we have a 31st. Yeah, we have a 31st. So today's the 31st. So tomorrow's April Fool's Day, which I'm not a huge fan of April Fool's Day. I will pick you up, tell me, because I'm not really the person to prank, because then somebody gonna end up injured. You know what I mean? Somebody. You know, whether it's me or somebody else, somebody going into the damn ambulance. I will pick you up. Tell me when to come and get. Cause when you've been through trauma, you don't really take jokes like that anymore. Especially when your life was put at risk and shit. You don't see that as jokes anymore. You see that as shit. Somebody really did try that shit with me. Can you not do that? You know what I mean? I will pick you up. It's kind of like when Jamie Foxx goes up, when he tried to go up to Denzel Washington, and Denzel Washington immediately put his ass in a damn. This made me laugh because they talked about an interview, and they both started laughing. But he's like, "No, you really that nigga? Like you really, like you really that guy?" Sorry, guys. Some people get offended, mostly white people. I will pick you up. Tell me when to come and get you. I don't mind taking you home. Again, home energy coming forth. Again with home energy. All right, surprise message from them today also coming in. Somebody wanting to spend time with you, wanting to be with you. A lot more bonding moments happening in the month of April there with the text message notifications and maybe even some career advancements. And we'll get into that in just a moment with the way it moves. All right, so getting into the way it moves. The first one you're getting is $1 million. All right, damn. Some of you guys, you know what I mean? Some of you guys could be actually getting this or having an opportunity like that, or you could be getting a property that's worth $1 million or owning land that's worth $1 million. This has been the fucking theme of this reading. So it's very much in alignment, okay? Not necessarily like, I mean, I'm not one to tell you you're not going to win $1 million because people do win $1 million. This goes to, I don't know who this is going to go to. So it could be there. You could also have something that you invested in that you could be giving you a really large return on. You know, things like that. You could sell $1 million house. There's so many different things that could be encompassed with $1 million, okay? Dear Sue, the family / coworkers / friends who have betrayed you will be in fear when they see what you can truly do. Your instincts are never wrong. The blessing and curse. So even though they try to gaslight you into motherfucking oblivion, going back to the 7 of Cups and the Page of Cups that came up and that 8 of Swords in reversal that came up with that separate portion of the continued read, you know what I'm talking about, for those of you guys who've been paying attention. And they're going to be like, damn, we couldn't mind fuck this person. We couldn't fucking manipulate this person to do what we wanted to do. And I'm telling you, this has a lot to do, it could be a family situation. 75K is also something coming forth, and this could be like an initial payout. It's almost like they're going to, this is going to be, for the rare few of you, somebody is going to try to lowball the fuck out of you. I mean, not even 100K. They're offering you 75K versus $1 million. Like, you know, I don't know why I'm getting that energy too. So you might want to fight that. So the next one you're getting is, but of course, all my readings are for entertainment purposes only. By no means am I giving you medical, professional, or legal advice at any time. Okay? Dear Stu, you'll be asked to replace your current boss. Others will be envious of this, regard spirit. So some of you guys may end up like getting hired as the underdog and then all of a sudden becoming the fucking leader and running the shit, okay? You just have that energy, and that's just a part of Aries season, okay? So the next one that you're getting is, Dear Stu, you'll be the richest person in your family. Congratulations, spirit. Another correlation. So a lot of like, you're going to be making a lot of money. You're on that pathway. You're getting there. Kind of energy is coming in. And a lot dealing with family. So you'll be the richest person in your family. Dear Sue, you will get approved and offered a substantial amount of money as an investment. This will be over $20,000. So interesting, that comes into correlation with the 75K. So it's almost like this $1 million or this lump sum of money or this like large amount of money ends up coming to you when you don't need it necessarily, when you already are on your divine path and accumulating money on your own. This is something coming in as like an added bonus to your life. I don't know, I'm getting that energy. Dear Sue, yes, your contract will renew at the amount requested. They know you're worth it, regards spirit. So some of you guys are like, damn, you know, I'm negotiating. I'm wondering if like they're going to approve what I'm trying to negotiate. Is that something that they're going to even be open to? And I feel like that's something that is very much on the table for some of you guys. But let's get into the switch cards to get into some love notations. Getting into the switch deck, you have Dearest you, I am nervous about what my family will think of me with you. Love them. So again, a family notation coming in. Okay, really evident, especially if you're wondering like how their family's like, what is their family, you know, things like that. Dearest you, every woman in here is jealous of you. You look absolutely stunning. Thank you for coming with me. Love them. That's also something coming forth, and it could be like a family event that you end up going to with them. Dearest you, I'm going to break things off with us. Love them is also something coming in. So some of you guys might go through a period of separation with you and your person, or you could be dealing with a third party situation and they're breaking things off with their third party. Dearest you, I'm going to buy something special for you soon. Love yours is also something coming forth. And for some reason, I feel like this person is introducing you to their family, breaking things off with this other significant other, because they're taking you in a more of a serious way, to like where they're not just seeing you as like somebody that they're dating or having a fling with or whatever. Like they see you as somebody that they really want to solidify their future with. You know, promise rings are really popular right now, so you might get a promise ring. I mean, but you know, let's hope for an engagement ring, but you might get a promise ring. Okay. For some of you guys, I don't have a promise ring card in here, but it's popular. A lot of people get them. All right. So let's go into the tarot to see what's happening for you guys. All right. So the first card that you're getting is the World card. All right. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going through immense changes. Okay. Saturn is really big on change, reflection, and boundaries, kind of like the dad planet, but this is also the World card. Some of you guys, if you are doing social media and stuff like that, this could be kind of like the completion of the cycle, what you've been really working for, what you've been aiming towards. Let's just say if you're working really hard towards 1K, if you're really working really hard towards 5K, you know, and you have a developing profitable platform. No one really cares about the numbers necessarily, but about the profit that you generate, correct? So with the World card energy coming forth, all right, achievement, fulfillment, wholeness, harmony, belonging, all right, coming forth in the upright. This could also be a new chapter beginning in your life, or your new way of introducing yourself to the world as well, or completion of a certain cycle that you've been going through with someone in particular or situation in particular. This is also about achievement, so I want you to know that. It says achievement right there. Now the next one you're getting is the Three of Wands. Confidence, progress, expansion, growth, looking ahead. Some of you guys might be really keen to Tiger's Eye. It's really good for protection, but you know what's funny is most people think that it'll protect you like with the influence, but really it'll enhance your confidence to protect yourself and for you to know your own power as well, and for you to be a lot more observant is what I've taken note of Tiger's Eye. But all crystals react differently, kind of like all perfumes react differently, right? So anyway, confidence, progress, expansion, growth, looking ahead, all right, pH balance, energy field, auric value, frequency, very similar, all right? So just so you guys are lost there. Confidence, progress, expansion, growth, looking ahead, all right? Sun is also in Aries in this with the Three of Wands, so I'm not surprised that the Three of Wands is coming out, okay? Because I am filming this during Aries season. And I feel like a lot of you guys within the coming days potentially are going to be hearing some really important news, possibly 3 days with the Three of Wands. Some of you guys, it could be like literally almost all of April and you're like, what the fuck? Because some people have already been dealing with that in March, and you're going to have to deal with that in April, which is interesting. What the people have been dealing with in March for like the delays and the blockages and shit like that, you're going to be having to deal with in April, potentially, okay? With the Sun card energy coming forth, I also do feel like you're going to have a breakthrough and a moment to really enjoy your fucking life, okay? You could also, with the Sun card coming through, it's happiness, success, vitality, joy, optimism, confidence. Again, confidence coming through with the Three of Wands and the Sun card. You know, and the Sun card, it does, you know, it's a classic element of fire. A lot of people like to relate it to Leo energy, but it's not exactly labeled as Leo. It could very well be any fire sign. It's just we like to relate it as Leo because it is very much in correlation with that energy of Leo's energy being very vibrant, youthful, but so can Aries, okay? And this is descriptive tarot. If it was assigned to a sign, it would be on there, okay? You can always do your private, you know, research on it. And if you want to correlate it to Leo, you are more than welcome to, okay? And it is a strong indicator of Leo energy, but it doesn't have to be. I do also feel like you are going to have a breakthrough really strongly to like where it's going to clear out a lot of potential debts or potential blockages that you have been facing. But again, it's going to be like about maybe 3 weeks in to the month for some of you guys, or it could be 3 days into the month. You're like, fucking finally. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Maybe it's been already 3 weeks that you've been going through like delays, blockages, and like you're like, what the fuck? Like that kind of energy. Now the next one that you're getting is the 7 of Cups in the upright. Damn, somebody gonna gaslight you right when you feel the most confident about yourself. Okay? They want you to doubt yourself just as much as they do. Okay? They doubt you, and they also doubt everyone around themselves as well as themselves. Okay? They have a really hard time with that. Now the next one that you're getting is the Strength card, now, which is Leo sign energy. So again, a lot of Leo energy. All right? But honestly, this is mainly fire, so it could be represented towards, any fire sign. But with it being here, like I said, if it was Leo, it would be on there. So astrology, Leo. Okay? Some of you guys are, like, Leos are very confident signs. All right? Most of the time. They're usually pretty confident, but they're also really timid, which is interesting. It's almost like inside, they're really different than they are on the outside. Like Leos, when they have come accustomed to like themselves and who they are, okay, they'll be very vibrant, they'll be very happy, they'll be very joyful, they'll be very confident. But when they don't necessarily like their environment, or if they don't really trust their environment, or if they feel like other people will think of them as pompous or too full of themselves, they'll rein that in and they'll hide their light most of the time. You won't find out about a Leo's true light until you like really tap in. Okay? I have an affinity for Leos. I like them. So underneath the World card, you have the Page of Cups. Interesting. So you get an offer, or you get a genuine fucking appreciation for your life. This could even be like somebody proposing to you and reaching that next level, okay, with the Page of Cups, or an offer. This could even be like somebody who you're dating or seeing is now wanting to date you seriously, okay, for some of you guys. All right, for those of you guys who are like married and you're like, what the fuck would this mean if you're married? With the Page of Cups underneath the World card, this is very much like your husband giving you a really strong gesture that's going to reach like a different stage in your marriage. If the people think, oh, when you're married, it just stops. There's no stages in marriage. You just kind of like stop, whatever. Okay, remain stagnant. You can still, evolve with your person. You really can. Okay, it's hard, but you can do it. Now, underneath the 3 of Wands energy, you have the Tower card, Gemini, in accumulation, but really it's Pisces and Aries. Okay, Aries and Pisces, because it originates from the planet Mars, as you see right there in the corner. But in accumulation, it kind of creates Gemini energy. Okay. I have to talk about the signs because some people want to hear about the signs. So they have to know about the signs because they're timing frequencies, and it's a very big part of tarot. So underneath the 3 of Wands with the Tower card energy, this is also about something really big, shaking things up and changing your outside world to match a little bit on what's going on in your inside, or what you've been trying to visualize into the future or in the present. This could also be like, if we were just reading this basically, like if I was a basic reader, I would just be like, oh yeah, guys, you guys are going to be able to travel. Might even be posting about it online. That post could like pop up a little bit. And on top of that, you could even go on like a short journey. But guys, I'm a little bit more in depth. So let's get into the Sun card. The 6 of Wands, success, victory, recognition, praise, triumph, pride. This is also a public outing. This is also public recognition. This is also other people noticing all of the shit that you went through, okay? And there's also going to be other people like, well, why does she get that and I don't get any recognition? I look like that, I do that, but did you not do it the way that this person did it? Did you not put the energy in the way that this person put the energy in? Then shut the entire fuck up. You know what I mean? And clap, bitch, or walk. Like, it's that kind of energy. And with the underneath the Sun card, you have the 6 of Wands. Now, this is also really strongly about, sorry, my left ear keeps ringing, so I gotta chill. But underneath the 6 of Wands, underneath the Sun card, you have like this really big radiating success, and there's other people who really are like, why do you get that? Why do you get that? You didn't work every single day. You didn't work, no, but you worked differently. You know what I mean? And it's really important to work smarter, not harder. So underneath, and you can still work hard and smart at the same time. So underneath the 7 of Cups energy coming forth, you have the Page of Wands. Damn, you quickly got past that confusion. Whatever they tried to put your way to try to confuse you, oh, you should get this, you should get that, you should get that. This is also about impulsive energy as well with the Page of Wands, but this is also Aries really strongly, guys. Okay, but it's Aries, Leo, and Sag, all of the fire elements, but mainly Aries season. Okay, remember, we're reading about April, so we're going to get, I'm surprised we didn't get any Taurus energy, but this just tells me that you're going to be receiving this towards the beginning, okay, not towards the end of April, which is the transition of Taurin. Underneath the Strength card, you're also getting the Three of Cups in the reversal. Lots of negative gossip. Lots of negative gossip. You might even be feeling like a little bit of loneliness, okay, or isolation. All right, or maybe there could be even like a little bit of a scandal, or people just like talking bad about you or whatever, you know, or thinking bad about you or whatever, okay? It doesn't really matter, because not any one of those people are like paying your bills or like being there for you in a very deep way that you need them to be. I'm also feeling that. Yeah, it really shouldn't matter what they think or like what they say, or like, because at the end of the day, like, they are not going to die for you. You are going to die for you, and you are going to have the final judgment for whatever you do. They can try to stop and influence and trap you or whatever, but I really just don't feel like that's something that you're wanting to do, especially with the Strength card. Inner strength, control, confidence again. Shit. You have Three of Wands, confidence, like, confidence. You said, bitch, I can do this. With the Three of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal, though, this is also about getting out of a third-party situation and somebody hyper-focusing on you as well. And very quickly, after a period of really intense indecision or disillusion, some of you guys may also get an opportunity. Let's just say if you're trying to find a house and you're like, you got approved and everything like that, everything's good to go, but you're like, damn, do I want this house though? This is the problem when you have money, right? Is that you have options. And most people are like, damn, options is good though. Like, but no, you want to choose the right option. You know what I mean? You don't want to just choose something that's going to be like draining to your bank account or whatever. Like, you want to choose something that's going to be eventually profitable to you. You don't want a depreciating asset. And if it is, you want to make sure that you're going to be able to make some kind of profit off of it. You know, like, especially when you are money oriented, you could just be like, oh, I want to spend it all, and they'll just come back. Sagittarians, yes, I'm calling you the fuck out. Okay. But at the same time, and I got Sagittarius in my chart, not dominantly, but it is in my chart. So, you know, in conjunction with my rising. But I really do feel like this is going to be a really good beginning for you. It's almost like you just stopped caring what other people kind of like had to say or gossip about, or like negativity that you may be surrounded by. Like, you just really didn't care. Like, you might just like hear them, but you're just like, okay. And like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like, that's not going to change anything, but okay, if that's how you feel about it, or like, you know, that kind of energy. And it's almost like some of you guys might just be like, you know, this is a lot of confusion, it's a lot of mess. I'm just going to stay strong and stay true to like what I truly want, and I'm going to get it. And you end up getting it for pile number ones. But that's what I'm getting for you guys. This is a pretty long read, but I do feel like it was pretty in-depth. And if you guys do want a reading with me, please feel free to book on my site. I do go live stream and offer readings, but I would really prefer if you guys just book privately. A lot of the time it's delivered same day or literally the next morning, because you never know when I'm going to go live. I don't have them scheduled, and they're not scheduled for a reason, because I'm not going to be forced to go on live when I'm completely drained. Especially if I did private readings that day, or if it's just been a lot that day, emotionally, energetically. This is very much what that's about. So that's why I prefer private readings. So feel free to, you know, book a private reading with me, and I can deliver that to you privately. But until then, I hope you guys have a really good rest of your month or day or whatever. If you didn't like it, cool. Have a great life. Bye for now. Pile number 2. Welcome, welcome. So let's get into your life cards. We'll also get into some message cards for your month of April. I'm going to leave the tarot to the side. And let's begin with your life cards first. So you're getting invest, so obviously that means you're probably going to be getting some money, or you're going to have to invest some money in whatever you're wanting to do, okay? So let's just say you're wanting to create your own social media platform, but you want it to be profitable. You're going to have to put some money in backing, especially if there's no like sponsorships and stuff like that. You're going to have to put some money in backing into your platform, things that you're creating, the tools that you use, things like that, okay? Whatever you're wanting to invest in, it's almost like you may end up having to dish out some cash, okay? Now, the next one that you're getting is invest in your friend's sushi restaurant. So like I said, you guys could be investing in something, all right? Invest and invest. Some of you guys could be gaining a lot of money, and you could be wanting to invest in something, and it could be like profitable for you. But with you need more pets in your life, I don't know why I'm getting hiring of employees. That's interesting energy to receive off that card. But let's get into a little bit extra tidbit with the tarot. I'm going to do a live shuffle to get a little bit more insight on where this is coming from. All right, so transitioning you have with invest. Shit. All right, so you have the Queen of Cups in the reversal. Damn. This may be a negative thing that you do. Shit. April may be a stupid month. I'm going to be very, very transparent with you, okay? And you're probably not going to like that I said that, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It'll be a very stupid-ass month for you, okay? Because you may end up investing into money, okay? I'm investing a large amount of money into something that, like, literally like, no fucking profit. Like, none. Not even $50, not $20, not $5, not $10, not fucking $2.50. Like nothing, okay, for some of you guys. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you're not listening to your intuition. When this offer comes to you, or when this situation comes to you, this could even be like maybe a really large loan or something like comes to you, and then you end up accepting it, and you're not even really seeing like the longevity of it, or you're not really having a structured plan of when that money comes in. I don't know why I'm getting that, because this is what I'm seeing. Queen of Cups is coming up in the reversal. Whenever she's in the reversal, she's not listening to fucking anybody. She's not even listening to her spirit guides. She's not listening to her intuitive pool. She's not listening to the notations. She's not listening to shit, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all right? Now, with the Two of Swords energy coming forth, and it's usually when they're really mad about something, all right? But or they're very irritated, or if there's one emotion that's covering their ability to kind of receive the information. So with the Two of Swords energy coming in, and then you take one of the swords, not even paying attention to like what's really going on or what is really happening, then you end up taking action. Now watch this. Next one that you're getting is the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is coming up in the motherfucking reverse. Please, whatever you do, really think about this, okay? Whatever you're investing in, it's almost like you don't even get fucking $1 back. Like, listen, if you want me to tell you that the world is sunshine and rainbows, please go see, who's that girl? Moonlight Guidance. Not Moonlight Guidance, the other one, who with the Charmed Intuition, with all the charms and shit. Go see her. She's great. She gives really good fairy tale reads. You know what I mean? She's really good at that. So go on and do that. But if you want like a little bit more raw, a little bit more truthful, a little bit more like what the fuck is up, I will tell you, okay? And that's why a lot of my clients come and see me, because I will tell them, like, nah, they're cheating. Nah, this is what's happening. Nah, this is what's going on. Because I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I really won't. If you wanted to be sugarcoated, you go to a fucking therapist, okay? So with the next ones that you're getting here, invest in your friend's sushi restaurant, it's almost like there's not a return on your investment after you take a quick action, or somebody tells you what to do or tells you what to think, because this person is really binded. But let's put this over here. We're going to put it away. We're going to put this right over here, and we're going to get a little bit more insight. With invest in your friend's sushi restaurant, it doesn't have to necessarily be a damn sushi restaurant. Please stop being literal Virgos. The next one that you're getting is the Star card, okay? With the Star card energy coming through, damn. Four of Swords. You know, I'm not really surprised by this. I really am not. This is some fuckery, okay? So the Star card energy coming forth, you end up being somebody, you're a very nurturing person. Let's just put that out there, okay? You're somebody who's extraordinarily nurturing. You're somebody who's extraordinarily giving. You're also somebody who really wants to help pretty much everybody, okay? But sometimes you got to take a fucking step back and think about it. Like, if I help this person, are they going to, like, expect me to help them continuously for nothing in return? Like, not even offer gas, not even offer anything, just kind of like expect for nothing? Are they willing to match what I'm giving them back in return? You know, like that kind of energy. And with the Tower card coming forth in the reversal, This is about an inner catastrophe, inner fucking catastrophe that takes place within inside of yourself that ends up causing you to transform. Okay, that's usually what happens. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but it's almost like maybe you make some dumb decisions this month in regards to money. All right, but it's the star card. I hate that they put a person with her in the star card. The only reason why is because the star is alone in all of tarot. So why the hell did they add a person in there? I mean, I don't know, but they did it, okay? So it could be a sign for you guys that you end up making this dumbass decision because somebody tells you to make this dumbass decision, okay? Like I said before, like you really trust this person. You feel like they're like really good with their money or something like that, but they're not. Underneath, you need more pets in your life. You have the Temperance card in reversal. You have a lot of people around you who are very impatient and extraordinarily unkind. You're probably like, damn, like you right now? I mean, the truth can be considered unkind. So it does hurt. So with the Seven of Pentacles energy coming forth, and I get that. I'm one of the most sensitive people that you probably ever find. But with the Seven of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright position, and there's something about Grim Reaper energy. Some of you all are coming for blood for whatever the fuck you lost out on or somebody convinced you to do. Shit. What the fuck? You're going to be able to recoup what you lost, but it's almost like could be the month of it. All right, so let's just say, damn, finally a victory. I was wondering when it was going to happen. You guys, you're going to make this investment initially you're not going to receive anything in return. Like anything. There could be like not even a fucking sale and you're just like, oh, damn. You know? But then all of a sudden, maybe you collaborate with other people and some other people help you observe and watch this situation or watch this business or watch what's going on differently to where you're able to make a solid breakthrough to where you can actually gain a return on your profit. But this is a very big learning curve that you undergo, okay? Which is very interesting. But let's get into your other main cards. All right, now getting into your Lightworker Oracle cards. The first card coming out is Fierce Presence, bitch, you ain't playing. And also, bone structures looking fleek. On top of that, you're getting Initiation by Air. Damn, your presence is going to be fucking requested. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. With Fierce Presence and Initiation by Air, that's usually a communicational frequency, and this is the energy that you're feeling. And Merkaba, it's ancestral, so it could be family related, potentially, that you end up getting this really strong call for this. You also have a really strong ancestor who picked you to help guide. And this is one of the most successful ancestors that are in your family line. Merkaba. There's also something coming in. Very interesting. I'm going to pull one tarot out for Merkaba because it's almost like your spirit guide wants to say something. Hold on. Let's see here. First of all, you have Divine Masculine energy guiding you. So some of you guys may have an affinity. That doesn't mean oh, does that mean that I'm a guy? And no, okay? So the next one that you have here, okay, just means that you are a little bit more assertive. So if you look at my chart, my natal chart, right? I have 9 masculine placements, okay? And I only have 3 feminine placements. That doesn't mean that I'm not a woman. It just means that sometimes I think about things the way that a guy would sometimes, okay? So, or sometimes I'll do things, or my sexual desire will be kind of like a guy's appetite, or stuff like that, okay? But let's get into Merkaba. It doesn't mean that I'm a guy, okay? Merkaba. Yo, somebody is very upset about what your parent or parents have done, okay? That's all I'm going to say with that one. Because with the 8 of Cups energy, it's almost like you were abandoned by somebody very ruthless and very fucking cold, okay? And it's almost gonna be like a father, and it could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, okay? And the Three of Cups energy in the reversal, and then this person had it's so funny, this person left you on the birth, like when you were literally birthing a new beginning. This could be like, for some of you guys, this person left you out in the cold when you were fucking like 8 months pregnant. You know what I mean? Or literally just about to give birth. Home is Where the Heart is coming to mind for some of you guys. Have you guys ever seen Home is Where the Heart is? I cry every time. Every fucking time for the movie, I cry every time. Because think about it, you know what I mean? He left her at the Walmart with $5.55, and she slept in there and gave birth to a baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then in there, everything that she used, everything that she drank, she wrote down in a ledger because she planned on paying them fucking back. Like, you know what I mean? Anyway, it makes me want to cry about it now. Anyway, so with the Eight of Cups energy coming forth, and maybe you did something similar. Maybe you did something similar. Damn, it's made me cry. Guys, you know I'm an empath. You know I'm telling stories and shit. I really feel it. So, like, it's almost like maybe this person really left you, like, at a really fucking, like, hard time, okay? And they didn't know that you were on the precipice of birthing something into existence that would have been very great. And it's almost like this person they didn't realize that all this pain that they caused you turned you into this, which is like an empress status. And again, that's the mother status, some of you guys. This person regrets this immensely, and it's almost like your ancestors are kind of trying to make up for it, but they don't know how to because they're not in the physical anymore. So the next one that you're getting is the Moon card in the reversal. And there's also a deep secret that they have been helping let's just say your father or your mother hide, and that shit is gonna be fucking out in the open. They said no more. Next person you're about to find that out, they're gonna find it for what they did to you. Damn, what the fuck? This is in depth, and it's Seven of Cups energy. They try to confuse you and gaslight you. You have no idea, like, how strongly you're defended in the physical, and how powerful you have manifested change with the Queen of Wands. Aries season gonna be your fucking season, and it could be an apologetic season as well. Also, the Two of Cups energy. This is definitely like your spirit guide is like your partner in crime. Not like your partner in crime, but like your partner, like your ride or die. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. You have one spirit guide who's literally, you know how sometimes spirit guides change, they transition, some of you guys. But your one spirit guide is going to be with you till like you fucking die. Damn. And that's for the Macabre. For some reason I'm getting that, alright? But let's get into your other cards. Hey, what's up, guys? So, I know I just literally skipped and you guys have like a millisecond. Let's get into incoming text. All right. You guys might be receiving like a lot of messages. You guys got a lot of different incoming text cards. So you're getting I miss you energy. This could be from not only a lover, this could be like from a friend or even a family member, since we got really in depth with that with the oracle. Please send nudes. Probably not a family member. Hopefully not. Lord of mercy. What the fuck? Please send nudes, okay? Is coming forth, and I miss you. Maybe there's somebody who deeply misses you and is away from you for a long period of time. 1 month energy is coming forth. I don't know, I heard it took this person 1 month to recognize that they fucked up majorly with you. And it's almost like they feel like if they would have given you 1 month, oh damn, this person's in deep regret. Fuck, but they gonna have to live with that. Congratulations, we would love to offer you the position. Please call us back to discuss further. Thank you. So this could also be something coming in for some of you guys. Maybe you're like, damn, I didn't get it. Fuck it. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to keep doing me, whatever. It is what it is with that, you know? But the minute that you do that, it's like when you end up getting the position, and then you end up in kind of like a dilemma to like where you're like, should I go for it? Should I not? And maybe that's the Two of Swords energy. We're like, should I invest in it? Should I not? And it's almost like maybe you end up investing in it. Like maybe, let's just say you don't have a car or anything. You end up doing these Ubers and stuff like that. And then you look at your check and you're like, this don't even cover the fucking Uber. You know, for some of you guys. I have to work tonight, but I can hang out after is also something coming forth. So some of you guys who are, maybe your partner's used to you having like an open schedule or stuff like that, you could end up being like, listen, I work tonight, but I get off at like 6 or 7. Like, if you want, we can hang out after. It'll only be for a couple hours, but at least we'll be able to hang out. At least we'll be able to do something. Like that kind of energy. Now, the next one that you're getting is you are now approved. So this is something that's a theme of April, which is approvals, okay, coming in. The next one that you're getting is you have been blocked. Interesting. So there's going to be, with you are now approved and you have been blocked. So let's just say you get approved for something. And then you're like, shit, I need that down payment though. And that's where that Page of Pentacles in reversal comes in for some of you guys who didn't or aren't investing in anything or aren't doing that. It could be kind of like, damn, I don't have it though. But maybe that application is like approved for like 30 to 60 days, or where you'll have like enough time to like be able to get the money for what you're wanting as well. This could also be like you end up blocking somebody, or you could be blocked from somebody too. Could also be something coming forth, okay? But let's get into some love messages with the switch deck to see what comes up. All right, so with the switch deck, you are receiving August energy. Somebody in Leo. Leo energy could be significant there with August energy peeping through. You're also getting more than a year. So what you are wanting, it's almost like you came to this pile with an intention, not necessarily for the month of April, but something that you wanted deeply to happen in April. That's going to be happening in August, okay? And I don't know why I'm getting like maybe you've been waiting more than a year for this opportunity, but it's going to be coming in soon. Some of you guys, it could be more than a year that you're going to end up having to wait, because we're not even in August right now when I'm filming this. We're in April. So it could be next August for what you're wanting as well, okay? Which you're probably like, what the fuck? But, you know, come back to it next August. Dear Stu, I'm going to make it official soon. Love, yours. This could also be something that you're wanting. Maybe you're like, I really want this person to make it official with me and stuff like that. Maybe it's going to be happening next year with that person that you end up becoming official. Dear Stu, I'm afraid of rejection from you. If I apologize, would you still say goodbye? Love, them. And maybe you've been like not in contact with this person for some time. I don't know why I'm getting this energy. Maybe it's been more than a year since you heard from this person, and this person doesn't know if you'll even accept their apology, even though they do feel sorry for what they said or what they did, and they want to make things better. They just don't even feel like you'll be willing to even hear them. Like, because they're thinking like if you did that to them, they wouldn't want to hear anything from you ever again. Like that kind of energy. And maybe this is how this person made it seem like they didn't want anything to do with you. This could be like a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a coworker, this could be a lover. Okay, take the energy how it resonates. The generalized collective reading. But with this energy, it's almost like this person rejected you very deeply in the past. So that's why they're in deep fear that you're going to reject them now. Dear Stu, I forgot how much I loved you. I'm going to show you how much I love you. And like I said, it's almost like this person, it took them a minute to like recognize that they maybe fucked up or did something really bad. Okay. And this is when they came into remembrance of how much they actually care about your energy, how much they actually love you. Maybe they started cyber stalking you and shit like that, and they became obsessed with your energy again, and maybe you just dipped off the face of the earth with social media, and they're just like, where are they as well, for some of you guys, pile number 2s. But let's get into the way it moves. With the way it moves, let's get into it. Dear Stu, you'll receive a new job offer. You'll be paid more than your previous positions. Congratulations. Spirit is also something coming forth. Dear Stu, you began alone. You will not end alone. Others will see your power and want to collaborate with you. You will not only elevate your income, but those who are associated with you. Congratulations, you're a leader. Love, Spirit. And that's what the Empress is about as well. Okay, that came through. Did the Empress come in this one or the last? Guys, dear Stu, you'll be able to pay your taxes perfectly next year for your current working year. Regards, Spirit. Now, I also do feel like you are going to be like filing your taxes perfectly as well. If you're like, damn, I got to review it, I got to do this again. It's like, I don't know why I'm hearing like you're overthinking something that's very simple for you. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Dear Stu, you'll be able to pay all of your bills for a year in advance. Regards, Spirit. So some of you guys could be getting like a large lump sum, or you could be able to like pay your like bills in advance, maybe potentially with like something coming your way. Dear Stu, today you will be very busy with work. You'll be exhausted, but the payout will be rejuvenating. Regards, Spirit is also something coming forward. So it's almost like some of you guys are going to have like a massive work day to like where you're like, damn, I'm putting in like all of these, like for me, a massive work day for me would be, you know, I'm doing like private readings, or I would do also, well, private readings I don't consider like a massive work day. I just consider that like an everyday situation. But like if I'm recording content for the channel back to back to back to back to back, I consider that like, and if it's like, you know, 4 hours of me just straight up recording and editing and doing all that shit and creating the timestamps and all of that, that's like it's very exhausting. Okay, so very mentally and emotionally taxing. All right, so that's what I would be, that would be considered exhausting, but the payout would be rejuvenating because all of my subscribers would be getting new free content. All of my subscribers would be getting some extra insight. Also, some other people who are wanting, you know, some added insight, or maybe they were wanting a reading and not really knowing they need a reading. You know, it's marketability to do these. I do these videos to market. It's not a secret. It's very, everybody does that to market. Every psychic on here does it to market. Okay, so it's not a secret. So when that happens, it's almost like maybe this is going to be something similar, maybe not the exact same, obviously, unless it is, then welcome. But I do feel like it's still going to be really like taxing on you, okay? But let's get into your tarot. Getting into your tarot, the first card that you're getting is the Six of Cups energy, but it's coming up in the reversal. So this may or may not offend you, but stuck in the past, boredom, growing up, independence. Some of you guys may be stuck in the past on a lover, stuck on the past on a connection, stuck in the past with something or someone, okay? Now, if you're like, I'm over this person, I want a new person, let's go, all right? If you're in that energy, all right, then you have to understand that there's going to be somebody who's going to be gravitating back towards you who's very much stuck in the fucking past, okay? Like, everything that happened in the relationship, everything like that, they're just still like revisiting it. They're not moving on. They're just attached to you at that point, okay? With the Six of Cups energy in the reversal. This is also somebody who's coming forth towards you who maybe caused you a lot of trauma and is like not letting you wanting to forget it as well. Like not wanting you to like forget that situation ever even occurred. Like not allowing you time to heal, not allowing you time to just be, not allowing you time to just kind of like disconnect. This is somebody who's very like, maybe has mental issues, okay? But of course all my readings are for entertainment purposes only. By no means am I granting you medical, legal, professional advice at any time. This person's fucking crazy, all right? Now the next one that you're getting is the Lover's card in the reversal. What the fuck? Bad choices. This goes back into what we were talking about before. You see how it says that? Procrastination, confusion, arguments, and bad choices. Okay. This goes back to what we were talking about earlier about making some dumb decisions. And it's on there. I didn't make these cards. You can buy them. It says bad choices right there. The next one that you're getting is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Now, it could be that maybe, all right, just maybe, this person has promised to marry you, and that's why you end up doing something dumb, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles energy coming forth. Or this could be the person who is stuck in the past who did something dumb, especially in regards to money. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. So it might not be you that's making this mistake. It could be somebody that you're attached to still in your lineage who's making this mistake, but it affects you if you know that you're smarter than that. So beside the Ten of Pentacles, you're getting the Chariot. Some of you guys are also going to be able to obtain a lot of wealth soon and progression. Okay. After some mistakes and bad choices and maybe feeling stuck in the past, you're going to be leading towards more progression. And also getting out of a third-party situation, guys. Moving on and finding a true love soulmate, or even finding stability, because maybe there was somebody who literally put you through the ringer financially and made you do some dumb decisions financially and all this stuff. And maybe along the lines, you decided that you don't want to do that anymore. That you're going to forgive them without hearing a sorry, but you don't even want to like be involved with them anymore. You know? Which is hard because I don't necessarily understand that, but I'm getting there. Not really. Underneath the Six of Cups, it's really hard for me to forgive some people because I used to be very forgiving, you know. Eight of Wands energy underneath the Six of Cups, and very forgiving, very docile, and now I'm just not. With the Eight of Wands energy, sudden change takes a quick punch in the face for that one, right? Sudden change, speed, quick decision, excitement. Underneath the Six of Cups, there's somebody from the past who's going to be reaching out to you. And it's almost like they're happy or they're excited, or like, hey, how are you doing? How have you been? And it's like they want you to start the shit. They want you to be the crazy one. They want you to be the one to be like, get the fuck off my phone. Why the fuck are you calling me? The abuser's trying to push you into reactive abuse. So the next one that you're getting is underneath the Lover's card, you're getting the Seven of Swords in the reversal. A secret's going to come out. Oh, is a secret going to fucking come out? All right. First of all, what cards did you guys get for the... You guys got Initiation by Air and the Family one. Yeah. Sorry. I just have to look at the Oracle real quick. Yeah. Yeah, some secret that their ancestors have been protecting them for years about. I'm trying to tell you right now, this has something to do with probably family matters or family disputes or something like that coming up. Okay? Damn, there was somebody who was a coward. I just keep hearing coward. I just keep hearing coward, coward, coward. Look, confessing, slander, being outsmarted, coward, blackmail. I keep hearing coward. Underneath the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles, but in the reversal. Shit. Somebody lied to you. And also, somebody made a risky investment. Workaholic, wasteful, risky investments, irresponsible. Person could have, you know, Cap or Taurus or Virgo in their chart, doesn't have to. What's the correlation with this? Virgo in particular. With Ten of Pentacles, astrology, Mercury in Virgo. And also this one being in correlation with Virgo too. Maybe something that happened in September that you don't know about, or maybe there was something that happened September of a certain year. I don't know, I'm getting that. Now the next one that you're getting underneath the Chariot, you have the Six of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles energy coming in, I do feel like somebody who did a really deep dirty to you, blackmailed you, maybe manipulated you, a huge secret came out. And there was somebody who didn't want to give you, let's just say if you were destined for like an inheritance or destined for like a trust fund or destined for something that would have really helped you in the future, have like a really strong footing, this person didn't want to do that. They could have wasted your inheritance for some people. Because you're receiving the inheritance card with the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. And the moon is in Taurin. You also have Cancerian and then Virgo again. Cancer and Virgo placements for the Chariot. There could have been a Virgo who deeply betrayed you, who's coming back to trying to make like amends. This could have been somebody that you were married to before. For some of you guys. Some of you guys are like, I've never been married. Lucky. Underneath the Three of Swords, on the reversal, underneath the Fool card in the upright, you're about to embark on a new fucking journey without these people, and this situation needed to fucking happen in order for you to see that and for you to see your worth and to gain true fucking freedom, which is what's happening in April for you guys. Okay? I also feel like somebody's going to be free of some kind of like third-party drama, or just even with anybody in particular. You're kind of like sick of somebody kind of like being manipulative as well, stopped investing within the connection. And you notice that this person was giving you breadcrumbs and you transitioned out for some of you guys. Some of you guys, this person's moving forward, but moving forward with you in a friends with benefits situation that they're not wanting to offer you anything super stable. With the Knight of Pentacles, somebody backtracking on what they originally said. Somebody is going to go forward and try to support you as well, some of you, but it's almost like maybe you might not even accept it because you've gotten so far by yourself for some of you. This could also be a loan, a car approval of a loan as well, with the Six of Pentacles underneath the Chariot. Let's see, anything else? This is also Aquarius, Aries energy with the Fool card. You guys are definitely going to go on a journey and travel. Possibly like getting away from all of this bullshit. It could be a toxic family that you're just like, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. This backstabbing, this treachery, this fucking bullshit that you're doing. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. But that's what's coming in for pile number 2. It's a pretty dramatic pile. What the fuck? But to be expected with the solar eclipse and the new moon in Aries. Really assertive energy coming forth. And I feel like even though you might lose out on some money, you're going to gain out. You're going to gain a lot of profit by going your own way or doing something the way that you want to do it as well. And I do also feel like you're going to be giving in the process, especially when you really shouldn't be after they rejected you, pushed you aside, blackmailed you, did all this fucking crazy shit. But that's what I'm getting for pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do want a continued reading or a reading like this or even a different reading with me, please feel free to book on my site. I'm going to be live streaming, for live readings and stuff like that. But please don't just wait around all day for me to just go live stream when I've been waiting all day for you to submit your request for me to just send it to you earlier. So, feel free to just book on my site. I don't live stream all the time because I hate just waiting around and doing readings like back to back to back to back and not even being able to have just like a second to breathe or a second to I have to do it back to back to back, and then immediately right after live stream I gotta sit down, I gotta write the messages very much in a rushed state, and I would like to just be relaxed and enjoy my life. So that's why I'm like, just request a reading with me on my page. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, bye for now, or not. Pile number 3, welcome. So let's get into your month of April. Pile number 2 is pretty heavy, but let's get into pile number 3. Hopefully maybe this will be a little bit lighter. I don't know. But let's get into your life cards. First card you're getting is you in best costume at the cosplay con. Don't take it literal. These are life cards. I channel with them. So you could end up getting a couple different opportunities, or you could end up achieving something pretty major, okay? Invent a new ice cream flavor. You could be doing something different or inventing a different way of doing things or learning a new way of doing something, okay? Next one that you're receiving is engineer. So you're going to be creating something, yeah, for sure. And I do feel like it's going to be appreciated as well for pile number 3s. But let's get into some clarification with a live shuffle of the tarot for the first main card for you win best costume at the cosplay con. Let's see. What does this... Give me a second. Let me pause it. It just fell to the fucking ground. What fell to the ground was the 7 of Pentacles in the reversal. What the fuck? But I'm going to get more cards for this. One more from the top. You have... a couple more from the top. Interesting. If you guys have clients, some people have been trying to poach your clients and steal your clients. That's probably why you've had a little bit of stagnancy there. With the 7 of Swords energy coming up in the upright position and the 7 of Pentacles in the reversal, there was something that was stopped because of some kind of betrayal or somebody betraying you. Okay, this could have been like a client of yours. This could have been like something like that. If you're a spiritualist, and let's just say if you're a practitioner for a reading, and you do readings, okay, this would be somebody doing a spiritual block, okay, to kind of deter people from like booking with you or anything like that, like having them postpone it. And it's crazy because this person feels like you wouldn't have waited. They don't know that you got protectors. Look at this freaking arrow at the back of this girl's head. Oh my God. Jeez. Then you're also getting the 8 of Wands, Right when somebody wanted to betray you or like do something sketchy, whatever, dude, you come through like everything they try to suppress from you, it ends up coming through anyway in like a major fucking way. So it's like everything that they wanted to keep you like stagnant with or whatever, like this one person. I'm gonna get one more card. The Hierophant in the reversal. And the World card in the upright. You guys might also win a court case with the Hierophant coming up in the reversal because somebody did something really sketchy and illegal and tried to hide something in particular. Okay. The Seven of Swords and the Hierophant reversal. But if we just read the basic rule and just love, we'll just think somebody stopped communicating with you, stop investing in a connection, they're doing something pretty shady, all of a sudden they could like blow your phone up, but yet don't want a serious relationship with you, and then all of a sudden the tables turn, enlightenment for you because of you guys doing something different. It's almost like you guys are doing like a different relationship. We're going to put these cards over to the side, and let's get the next one. Inventing or asking. Okay. Your ideas are going to be brought to life. Something you've been really thinking about for a long time, or somebody has been thinking about for a long time, or planning for a long time, is now coming into fruition. It's almost like what you've been visualizing and working really hard towards, and maybe you're doing something differently. Even though, let's just say, okay, let's just say you're a hairstylist, right? But then you work at a specialty salon, okay? And that specialty salon only specializes in blonding, okay? But you discovered a new way to blonde to where it's still as strong, but it's not as chemically abrasive. Let's just say that, okay? And then you end up marketing it or something like that, or you end up posting videos about it or something like that, and then all of a sudden it like blows up, all right? Also, some of you guys seeing a lot of ruin, and I'm also getting facts, even though that's not what that says. That's a ruin. But for some reason I'm getting F-A-X, and no one really faxes anymore, but I mean, some people do. Like some like government people do, they fax. Okay. But you can like virtually fax now, which is pretty cool. Like you can just fax from your iPhone, which is like essentially a fucking email. So, you know, but anyway. So with the Ace of Swords energy coming in, it's almost like a breakthrough. You have a breakthrough with something that you've been working on for a really long time, or you've been planning towards for a really long time. Okay. And maybe this is something that you created, okay, with the engineer energy coming forth. But let's get into engineer. Damn. Maybe you have no money to build whatever this is, okay? And it's going to be coming in, like, really strongly. And it's almost like it's crazy because you get these really strong ideas, but you're like, fucking money. It's like, I'm getting that energy. It's like, damn. But then it ends up coming to you, which is interesting. It ends up coming to you. So the next one that you're getting, and it's very fast too, possibly within 3 weeks or 3 days for some of you guys, 3 of Wands coming out, which I talked about previously in, I think, pile 1 with the 3 of Wands. The Sun is in Aries in the 3 of Wands. So it's very much in alignment with this April reading. It could be happening within the first 3 weeks of April for some of you guys, or within the first 3 fucking days. And it's happening very fast, okay? Whatever this is. But let's go into your additional cards. I had paused it briefly to get the other cards, and it's at 626, and the first thing I thought about was Lilo and Stitch. Some of you guys might be going to see that movie with the dumbass CGI that they got going on. But listen, I am a what the fuck? A diehard, like, freaking Lilo and Stitch fan. So I'm actually pretty upset about this casting situation that they did. I don't think that any of them really look like her, okay? Or any of the characters, really. And they could have totally found, like, a fine-ass Hawaiian guy to play Nani's, like, boyfriend, and they didn't. They really didn't. They gave us low blow. They gave us low budget. You know, Lilo and Stitch, in my opinion, okay? But let's get into, I really do. I'm going to see it anyway, you know? But I really do feel like it's going to be whack. Anyway, 626 could be a significant number for you. Also saw 717 on the timestamp. You're also getting karmic clearing energy. Some of you guys are finally going to be like, oh my God, this cycle is finally over. No more. Thank God. Like that kind of energy. It's almost like you were waiting for an immense blessing or breakthrough, or to really feel like you're on your new life path, or you really are. And with life path energy coming in right beside, it's almost like you are seeing it very clearly what you need to be doing, or what you want to be doing, or how you kind of want to retire, or how you want to live. It's almost like a lot of your dreams are becoming very realistic, not in a way where it's like, oh, you'll never be like a star, you'll never do this, or no, I mean realistic in a way that you are becoming practical, and you know which ways to get to your dream, okay, and to how to make it like come to life. So like, you know that in order for you to have like a house, or gain an approval for a house and stuff like that, you have to have this and that and that. So you're going to work on those things, and then all of a sudden you'll just obtain them. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy, but feeling it like it's possible, but feeling like it's truly possible, not feeling that previous limitation of like, well, this is what happened in the past when I tried it, or this is what happened when I applied this time, but like, you know, or applied that time, or something like that. And it's almost like, no, you're going to really feel the shift, like more doors opening for you. And it's coming through with like clearing out all of that negative freaking energy. And I feel like you guys already went through your dark night of the soul, to like where you already had that moment of processing all these freaking deep fucking things, and it came towards you like randomly. Okay. I also see some of you guys are going to be doing a little bit more futuristic, modern things with your style as well. For pile number 3s, 858 also came up on the timestamp. A lot of angelic numbers and coming up in synchronicity for pile number 3s. For this portion of when I am recording. So let's get into your money messages, shall we? All right, for the way it moves, your first one you have is a blank one. So dear Stu, so it's almost like an unexpected notice of money is going to be coming in, like something that you would have had no attachment to prior, no knowledge of prior. It's going to be a positive notation coming towards you. Okay, now the next one you're getting is dear Stu, you are meant to be a part of the community and social service field. Others need your insights, trauma, and your hope. Now the minute when you say that, community and social service, Virgos, you're thinking, well, I don't want to be a social worker. I don't want to be. So what? You can be a part of your community and do social work being a spiritualist. You can be a part of your community and do social work being like literally anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, okay? It doesn't have to be kind of like you're a social worker, or you're a police officer, or because that's what people automatically think about when you think of community and social service field, or you think of like pro bono lawyer or something like that, you know? That's what you think about. You don't really think about like, oh, like there's somebody who has like really deep trauma, or they could be in the church, or they could do that, you know, like that kind of energy. Next thing you're getting is dear Stu, your taxes will be filed perfectly. You can trust your accountant. Trust that you will be guided correctly. Love Spirit is also something coming forth as well. Some of you guys are going to be getting an accountant, or maybe you're doing it on TurboTax Online and hiring that live agent or whatever to be like, listen, I need you to review this. Is this all good? Is this chill? Like, I don't know, I'm getting that energy. Dear Stu, you will find your calling in this place of madness. Love Spirit is also something coming forth. So wherever you're at, you're going to be having a little bit of a change to like where you're going to be able to find your true calling. Maybe you might not have noticed like why you even got that job in the first place, or why you moved to like where you moved to in the first place, or whatever. And it's all because of a designed kind of outline for you, okay? That you don't see until it's in the moment. And when it's in the moment, you think, oh, well, that's a coincidence. And it's a true faith, a test of faith of like what it really is. Anyway, dear Stu, you are meant to awaken the collective. Your troubles are others too. Speak up. You will be rewarded in others too. I don't know what the fuck you've been through, pile number 3. But whatever you've been through, other people need to hear about that shit. And other people need to hear how to get through those things, okay? And this is also like other employees who started in the position that you started. And you're probably like, fuck it, I had to learn, let them learn, whatever. Okay. Please don't talk to me. So the next one that we're going to get into, all right. Dear Stu, you have worked so hard now, it's time to travel and explore. You'll be surprised to be able to take a break. Remember, even God took a day of rest after creating the universe. Regards, Spirit. So I feel like you guys, okay, are going to be able to reap the freaking benefits of your hard work that you already put in, okay, and maybe even help other people along the freaking way. Dear Stu, you'll be able to pay rent on time and not be evicted. Regards, Spirit is also something coming forth. Dear Stu, you'll be buying your first home in cash, no loan needed. So some of you guys also maybe like this also happens. Like whenever you have like, let's just say you've been consistent with like with your, let's just say with car. Let's just put that physicality with the car first, okay? Maybe you've been like super consistent with your car payment and everything like that, and then all of a sudden you can't really afford that car, or that car gets a little bit too expensive, or you have to rearrange some things or whatever, you know, and you're just like, okay, I gotta give that car. It's just way too much for me, and it's fine, you know, it's a lease or it's a rental or whatever, they'll just take it back. It's not a big deal, right? But it's almost like you're not seeing that it's going to be replaced with better, that's the reason why I stopped. Or like a better thing is like if you are, we'll just go right back into the home. Let's just say if you're about to move soon but you don't know it, and you're not aware of it, there's no indicators, everything's kind of chill, you're comfortable, everything's fine, but then the money becomes an issue, or like you feel restricted, or maybe you end up still getting the money for the rent, but there's like maybe like a day delay, or there's like another day after that delay, and you're just like, what's going on? This normally doesn't happen like this. And if you're spiritual, you're going to dig a little bit deeper into it, and you're going to be like, okay, there's a blockage, but why is there the blockage there? Did somebody send me the blockage, or is this blockage like a divine block, you know, to protect me from something? Like that kind of energy is coming forth. But let's get into your next main cards. Switch deck energy coming forth. The first card that you're getting is Dear Stu. Thank you for standing up for me. No one ever does. For that, I'll love you and stay loyal to you forever. Love yours is also something coming in. Another card that you're getting is Dear Stu. I'm going to introduce you to my family soon. Love yours. So some of you guys could be kind of like solidifying your love for somebody in a really major way. And I don't know why I feel like it's going to stand out to that person, to like where they're like, I got to introduce you to my family. We got to get the ball rolling on this. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Dear Stu, we have not spoken in so long. I have convinced myself that you hate me. Why haven't you called me? Love them. There's somebody in remorse during this separation or period of no contact. Dear Stu, I love you for who you are, not who everyone wants you to be. You are truly special to me. Love them is also something coming forth. Interesting. So it's maybe you end up getting into a little spat with somebody's family, okay? Just maybe a little bit one. And I feel like this is kind of like to stand up for you in a way that you don't normally stand up for you, okay? Dear Stu, I've been shopping for rings to propose to you with. Please say yes. Love them. Please keep in mind that this is not a private reading or a personal reading. This is a generalized collective reading. So take the energy as it resonates and leave the rest out. If you want something a little bit more personalized and tailored to you, definitely, get a private reading. June energy could be significant with this. This person could be preparing to propose to you in June. Dear Stu, I've been shopping for rings to propose to you with. Please say yes. Love them is also something coming in Cancerian season. Now, I'm also getting, okay, people are like, well, Cancerian season isn't the only thing in June. Gemini's in there too. Okay, well then Gemini's in there too, okay? So let's get into the next one. You have Dear Stu. Yes, I am spiritual too. I got a very accurate reading on you. She said I was meant for you. Love their secret is also something coming forth. And it's almost like they put that to the test for some of you guys who are involved, people who are spiritual. Remember, this is a spiritual community. It's a spiritual channel. So I do have to talk to people who don't believe in spirits all the time, which is very kind of like irritating. But, we're here. Dear Stu, you're better mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally than them. I should have chosen you. Love them is also something coming forth. All right, so maybe there's somebody in deep regret and remorse. And I don't know why I keep hearing like it's too late. And I'm somebody who says like, oh no, it's never too late. Like you can still go, you can do that, you can, whatever. But nah, I feel like this person is a little too fucking late. Like you already have a solidified person. This person really missed out on their intense opening to be with you. Maybe God gave them literally years to come and choose you. Sometimes you don't realize that you're a product of somebody else's prayer, okay? And sometimes you don't realize that some restrictions are a product of somebody else's prayer. Like, God, please don't let anybody touch my wife, like my future wife, like I'm coming soon, just give me more time. Like, you don't think that people say prayers like that could create an immense blockage for you? But the reason why it works is because you still have that energetic cord to them. You still love them, so it matters. The energy's still there. So, Dear Stu, I caught someone close to me staring at pictures of you. I got so angry, their body almost threw. They better not be in love with you. Love them. So, like I said, there's somebody here who's like not really making moves towards you. They could be in June. It's screaming fucking Cancer energy, and this is male Cancer energy too. What the fuck? Feminine Cancer energy I can deal with. Male Cancers, I cannot fuck with them, okay? I just can't. I can't do it, all right? Because they will sit there for fucking years and stare at somebody and like want to make a move or want to do this or want to do that, and it'll just live in their fucking head. They're the freaking Aquarius water signs. I'm telling you right now. Or the Taurus water signs, okay? Like what the fuck, all right? And it's, or the Leo water signs, you know. But anyway, so like it's like, and my first love was a Cancer, so like I love Cancer energy. I do. My grandfather was a Cancer. I do. But the one thing that irritates the fuck out of me with Cancer is they will sit in the fucking ocean, okay, and looking at shore and be like, damn, I wish I was there at shore, knowing that they could use their fucking crab legs and walk or swim over there, whatever the fuck. They don't swim, but you know, they do their thing on the other ground. And they're just looking and they're just like, damn, like I really want that, but I feel like they'll reject me because I'm a crab, or like, you know, like that kind of shit. And I'm just like, go to the fucking beach, you know what I mean? But Aquarius can be like that too. Taurus can be like that too. You know, Leos can be like that too. So the next one that you're getting is a few months. So whatever you're wanting to like happen could be happening in like a few months. But again, I'm getting like it could be a little bit too late. It could be a little bit too late. Just a little bit. All right. Dear Sue, the argument we just had has stuck with me. As many times as I review it, I began to think I was stupid. Love them. There's also something coming forth. All right. Now, this goes back into what I was talking about with June energy with Cancers. The argument we just had has stuck with me. That means that they're physically just going to be stuck in there. They're going to break through it, though, like, unless they have confidence. If the Cancer doesn't have confidence, she's not, like, she or he is not going to do it. But if the Cancer does have confidence, there's limitless. Their potential is freaking limitless. Okay, so the next one that you get is November. Scorpio energy. Okay, pulling through really strongly. Could be significant for some of you guys. All right. Scorpio energy is very vivid, but a lot of people don't trust Scorpio energy, okay, because of the mysterious kind of energy. You have to understand Scorpio to be able to trust Scorpio, right? So with November energy coming in, I have Scorpio rising, and I get it. So with the November energy, it's almost like maybe there's somebody, I don't know, I feel like this is somebody who's really hyper-focused on you, okay, and it's a couple different people that are. And also June is just a few months away from November. So something significant that's going to be happening in June. A few months after that, it'll be solidified. So maybe, like, let's say you get engaged in June. It might end up happening in November for some of you. But let's get into your incoming text messages to see what kind of notifications you're going to be receiving, stuff like that. For incoming text, you're getting, I sent you the money, check it now to see if you got it. Cash App, Venmo, etc. So you guys will be getting some money. This pile got a lot of green cards. Wait, was it this pile or the other one? It was the other one. Never mind. But you guys will be getting some money soon. I hope you had a good day, good night, okay? Coming forth, all right? This is somebody keeping it really short and sweet and simple with you, especially when they feel like a little bit neglected and they don't really want to even talk about their problems. I don't know, I'm getting that energy. I really want to work this out between us. Please message me back. I'm sorry. So like I said, so somebody keeping it short with you, not really wanting to talk about the issue, stuff like that. Maybe you are, and it's just going to be kind of like a little bit of a back and forth for April. I am dealing with a lot right now, okay, is also something coming forth. I just keep hearing you're always dealing with a lot right now, is what I'm hearing. So you could be saying that to somebody. Deposit now available. You guys are going to be getting some money blockages removed and maybe some early deposits coming in. I need some space right now. Again, I'm feeling like you're going to be like, listen, I need some space. This is a lot for me right now. You know, I hope you had a good night. Like, I'm getting that energy. But this person's going to be a little bit relentless with that. I want to take some time apart is also something coming forth. So maybe this person just like is continuing on with their fuckery and you're just like, yeah, I just want to take some time apart. You look so hot right now is also something coming forth. So compliment, maybe some sexting action for some of you guys for April. Visual voicemail available coming forth. So you guys could be receiving an important voicemail coming to you. You are invited to our event. You could be getting invited to a significant event here, or, you know, something significant could be coming to, like, we're like, hey, you know, our family's having the funeral here, here, and here. More than welcome to come, or whatever, you know what I mean? Could be something coming in. Unsent message, they got nervous. This is their power move. Interesting. So maybe this person ends up inviting you somewhere and you're like, well, I don't know. And they're like, well, you know what? Never mind. You know, it's really crowded, so just don't even bother coming. Like, I don't know. I'm getting that energy too. So just be cautious about that. And I feel like that's going to be like a way that this person's going to show you that they're kind of like nervous. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. But let's get into your tarot. First main card you're receiving is Justice in the reversal. Injustice, retribution, dishonesty, corruption, unfairness. Okay, coming in. Could be somebody who lied to you, okay, in order to get their own way. All right, we're getting the King of Cups in the reversal. We're getting Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, devious, withdrawn, cold, overwhelmed, and selfish. All right. That's usually how they get in reversal. Now the next one that you're getting is the Knight of Wands energy. And the Knight of Wands energy, I feel like this person, after being really unfair to you, really distant, very cold and unfair, very selfish, right? You could be dealing with a fucking Cancer. But, because Scorpios, they'll be like that, but it's a little bit different for them. They won't be, like, I don't know, it's a little bit different for them. So it's interesting that they come out like this, but it's possible. Knight of Wands, charming hero, energetic, rebellious, hot-tempered, Aries, Leo, Sag. Next one that you're getting is a star card in the upright. Aquarius. This pile is stressing me the fuck out. The Five of Cups energy coming forth. I'm going to take a little break after this. I'm going to take a little break. All right, the Justice card coming forth, the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Star card, and the Five of Cups. As much as I would like to be a machine of divine information, I am definitely not. Five of Cups energy, disappointment, mourning, regret, loss, and grief. This person disappointed you the fuck again, and I feel like you took action. Underneath the Justice card, you're getting the Queen of Cups in the upright. Sensitive, intuitive, healer, inspirational, femininity, shy. But this is also somebody who, if you lie to this person, they will know. But here's another thing about this, is that even though they know, they're not going to tell you. They're going to watch you lie to them. They will watch you do these things to them, okay? They'll watch you do it. They will play the naive part. And then when their moment arises, they will strike like a fucking tidal wave. I'm not even kidding. And you will drown in that shit, all right? Water signs are really intense, okay? Just as intense as a fire sign. Have you been at sea when the sea is angry? That shit is not fun. You know, it's scary as fuck. It's scary as fuck. It just brings me back to Peter. When Peter was trying to walk on water and he fell in the water because he was doubtful, and then Jesus picked him up and he was like, why did you doubt? He didn't say, what did you doubt? He said, why? So the next one underneath the King of Cups in the reversal is the Two of Pentacles coming up in the upright, okay? Resourcefulness, flexibility, balancing, adaptation, okay? But this is also about somebody being like, I don't know, maybe I could go, maybe I couldn't, well, I'll do this, you're definitely a maybe. Next card, underneath the Knight of Wands, we have the Two of Cups. True love, mutual respect, connection, union. This person playing around with you, you were sitting there emotionally open with this person, and this person didn't take action, so somebody else the fuck did. Okay? They did. And you end up meeting somebody who is your, like, true soulmate here. Okay? Now, this could also be for some of you guys that if you're like, no, I don't want anybody else but this person, that's the only possibility. I'm not even going to say hi to anybody else. I understand. This could be, okay? That this person was really in, like, like let's say if you guys are in a relationship, you guys are in a connection, you guys maybe were in separation period, no contact, stuff like that, okay? This could be that you were still emotionally receptive to this person, even though they were unfair. They didn't follow through on their word or whatever they said they were going to do. Maybe they were like really in and out, really like flaky, really hot and cold. And then all of a sudden they come in like fucking fire with the Knight of Wands. Okay? And then the both of you guys reconnect again and they realize that they should have did that from the very beginning. You end up getting your wish. Maybe your wish was to see them again or to connect with them again, but it ends up getting you really in your head. And it makes it really hard for you to follow your intuition that was so clear in the beginning with the Queen of Cups. Now, underneath the Five of Cups, you're getting the Four of Pentacles. So it's almost like you waited and waited for this person, and when it finally came, you were disappointed. Okay? It's like you were disappointed, that you wish that there was more. And you feel like this person was just being kind of like possessive of you. This is a really interesting shift of a month for pile number 3. Okay, and I feel like it's a really big eye-opener for some of you guys because it's almost like you were trapped in a lot of this doubt. Okay, this is what I was talking about, and it's funny because even in the Eight of Swords, he's surrounded by or who the fuck knows at this point. Okay, they're surrounded by bondage, and around it is swords, which is the doubt. So then you walk. So this is what I was talking about with Peter in the water, and it comes up with the Eight of Swords. Okay, she's literally on water, and she walking. And there's Eight of Swords around it. That's literally what I was talking about, okay? And even though you doubted that this person would ever, like, come towards you, maybe you were, like, in paralyzing fear, like, of rejection from this person comes in and maybe accepts you, but it's almost like they just do it just to watch you. Like, let's just say you reached out to this person with hopes that you maybe be able to, like, reconnect with them, hang out with them, get involved with their life, like, do some fun stuff. Maybe this was, like, an old friend or even an old lover where you're just like, let's just hang out. Maybe you didn't reach out to this person right away. Maybe you just kind of waited to see like what they would do. And maybe they approved it, okay? And you guys became friends and everything like that, but then you got your wish granted, but then you got like really like deep in your head and you were like, what the fuck? Like this person's just proving me just to stare at me, essentially, or just to watch what I post. Which you're probably like, yeah, that's what people do. Yeah. Okay. With the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, this could be happening very soon for you guys, possibly within 4 days or 5. Okay, or it could be an accumulation of what's going to be happening within 4 weeks, since it's the ending point and it's the Four of Pentacles there. But definitely you're going to be receiving what you want, but you'll be really in your head, really doubtful about it, and you'll be a little bit disappointed when it does come in. But I feel like it's a necessary perspective shift. That even though it didn't work out with this other person or this other thing that you really wanted it to work out with, again, I am sensing a little bit of duality for some of you guys who are like, but I am open to new love, I am open to meeting new people, so like that. You could end up finding the person you're actually destined to be with throughout this process. But in order for that to happen, you had to let go of that one love that was still lingering on the inside, that was still unreciprocated. But that is what I'm getting for pile number 3s. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And if you do want a private reading with me, please feel free to book on my site. I do live readings, but don't wait around all day for me to go live and then message me, hey, are you going live? And when you could just submit a request for a reading and I could, send it to you. So, things like that. But I hope that you guys are having a really great day. And until next time, bye.